welcome, guys. For those of you who are new watching, thank you guys for watching. It's an honor to have you. And honestly, she's my first female athlete. I'm just gonna let her introduce herself. Let's just get straight to it. Please, what's your name, where you're from, and how old are you?
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Aramis Andreatas. I go by Aramis Wanderers on social media, but I am 28 years old. I am from Florida, but I am currently living in Los Angeles, California, and I am a competitive calisthenics athlete on the team Westcoast Warriors.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Awesome, West Coast. Listen, there's a lot of athletes in the West Coast. Hopefully I get some of them on this channel soon.
Oh, I would actually love to send my team your way. They would love to share their stories, and they have incredible ones.
Please do. I can't wait to hear them, and I can't wait to meet them, honestly.
Yes.
And share, of course. That's the purpose of this.
Yeah, of course.
So when did you start your calisthenic journey? Tell me a little bit about that. When?
Okay, so I moved to California like 3 years ago, and it was after my first year that I stumbled upon it. So, like 2017, what is it? 2018, 2017? I've been doing it for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. You're really good, by the way. Your handstand is incredible. I saw your Instagram. It's very motivational.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So, you've been practicing calisthenics for 2.5 years. Was there a specific motivation? I know you said you found it in California, where you're currently at. But was there a specific motivation, or maybe an athlete that inspired you?
Oh, absolutely. So this story is amazing. I actually was doing handstands. So I started with handstands and yoga before I got into calisthenics. And when I moved out here, I realized, oh my gosh, like Santa Monica, I had no clue where I was moving when I moved out here. I had no clue that I was going to be like right in the heat of all this. And I started going to Santa Monica, and I was doing my handstands with all these dope people. And one day I came down for my handstand, and these two guys were like, yo, that was dope. Have you ever been on the bars though? And I was like, I mean, I used to do gymnastics, but it's been a while, so let's go. What's good?
Yeah.
And it was actually the Kyle Corbin and Mark Valeriati. What's up, guys? I love you. I will forever thank you for that day. They are my two best friends, and now they are my teammates. It's insane. But yeah, those two guys introduced me to calisthenics that day. They brought me onto the Santa Monica bar, and Kyle taught me how to do my first trick. I got Dragon 360 on my first day, and I fell in love. I just kept going to the beach by myself, and I would randomly see people training, so I would just join them. And after a year of doing that and joining the hype, they asked me to join the team, and now I'm a warrior.
Look at you. That's amazing. That's an amazing story.
It's insane. So no plans, and no plans are sometimes the best plans, like life will
just gotta wing it sometimes. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. I agree with you. So you said you mentioned yoga and gymnastics. So it looks like you've had an active past or into fitness in general.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about that. Gymnastics, yoga.
Yeah, so growing up, my parents put me in gymnastics, so I was pretty competitive in that. I started when I was like around 4 years old, just rolling around on the floor, and I went until I was 14 years old. I ended up quitting. Unfortunately, I got a little discouraged. I injured my elbow. It was something that happened over time. Pretty much my bones started chipping and grinding away, but there was no blood flow at the same time, so they had to drill a bunch of holes, and it was a big mess.
Oh boy.
And I got into level 9, so I got the surgery, and when I came back, I just got really discouraged that I wasn't going to get as strong as those super highly competitive, amazing athletes. Like, those girls are talented, especially in those levels, and I just lost confidence. But at the same time, I was in high school, and I wanted to have a life. So I just took it as it was my time to like move on and live an experience. And for a few years, I didn't do any sports. And then I got into diving. I did diving in high school just for fun, literally for fun. I would do belly flops off the diving board and make my coach laugh at me all the time. It was good times.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so gymnastics and then diving. Then I went to college. I did a little bit of partying, and not really. Actually, I got into a lot of trouble. I started failing school. I don't know what all I can say on here, but I got
It's all good. If anything, I can edit anything out. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, I got really into like stuff, and I failed school, and I got into drugs, honestly, and And then out of nowhere, like my best friends were like, I was pushing my best friends away from me, and it was the worst feeling in the world, like just thinking about that. And then somehow I got into CrossFit. My roommate was like, hey, let's do CrossFit together. And I got really into that for like a couple years. And then I moved away and I didn't have a CrossFit gym. So I just did like the regular gym by myself, like a loner. And it was all right. But I noticed that I was in the gym every day, and every day I was still unhappy with my body and how I looked and how I felt. And I'm just like a robot doing the same thing all the time. And I don't know, it just wasn't clicking for me. So I started doing yoga because I noticed that my anxiety was like through the roof, and the yoga started to help a lot. Yeah. I was also still in college when this was happening, and I had a lot of exams, and I got really bad anxiety with that. So one day I just left the library like flustered beyond belief, like freaking out, about to explode, and I just threw my backpack down and I kicked up and I did a handstand, and I held that. I was just so frustrated. I held it and I was like, wait, what? I came down and like a couple kids were clapping for me. I was like, oh, that was so weird. I haven't done a handstand in like literally like 10 years. I don't know where that just came from, but ever since that I realized, oh my God, like when I'm stressed and I go upside down and hold a handstand, like all the blood just like rushes throughout my body, and I forget about all those worries, and I'm focused on the moment and that breath. And it was the greatest feeling.
Talk about mind muscle connection, huh?
It was so crazy. Like I've learned a lot about the universe, and all this stuff connects, and it's great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's how I got into handstands and yoga, and I transitioned from the weights and just kept doing handstands and yoga because that's what made me feel good. And when I moved to California, that's all I was doing. I moved to California with like no money. So like I had a gym membership for a couple months, and then I had to quickly cancel it because I live like dollar to dollar.
Gotcha.
And then I went to the beach, and there's a bunch of bars and grass and room to tumble and all this stuff, and it's free. So I started utilizing it, and here I am. And
that's amazing.
Never gonna look back.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds like an amazing journey.
Such a long story,
No. Well, that's the point. I want to hear your story. I want to share your story with anyone who wants to hear it, and that's amazing. So you have an active background, and not to mention that mind and muscle connection. You know, obviously it stands there because after so many years not practicing it, it kind of just still clicked in. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. In the beginning of calisthenics, being that you did have a lot of background in fitness, gymnastics, you did CrossFit and yoga, because yoga is very similar to calisthenics, as far as strength and mobility and flexibility,
body awareness.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So what in the beginning of calisthenics did you find challenging personally?
Well, a couple of small things that were challenging is the fact that if you don't have calluses, you'll always rip. And like you want to keep training, but you're like, not again after the first swing, like, ugh. So little challenges like that. I mean, honestly, like it's hard to think of the challenges when I didn't go into this with any expectations. Like,
okay.
There was no expectations from this. I would go to the beach because it was my happy place, and I would start doing all this movement because it also made me happy. So the challenges are just pretty much like the injuries that come along from the sport.
Got it.
And like the more you send it, the more you could possibly get hurt. And I've gotten hurt a lot.
It happens.
So I guess overcoming injuries. There we go. That would be the biggest challenge.
Definitely.
Because they do come and they do go, but it's all about what's going on in here as to like how quickly you can overcome them or rebuild strength or recover or whatever.
Agreed. It is a mental game here, just to keep on pushing forward after an injury. It's the psychological aspect, you know, like, am I going to get injured again? You know, maybe next time is worse, but you know, I also feel like our bodies get stronger after knowing something.
Definitely.
Physically it does, and mentally as well. We can always get stronger. So I definitely agree with you.
Heck yeah.
I see you practice a lot of freestyle on your IG. You know, you do a couple flips and whatnot and spins. That's awesome.
Yes.
I guess that's also where the injuries come from, because it's mainly fracturings or like, you know, tearing of muscles, or like where's the main injuries?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I can list all of mine.
Just the most common ones.
I mean, the most common one is, actually, it's hard to say what is common because everyone has different injuries, but
Well, for you,
Like,
common for you, like things that happen just based on your training, right?
uh, I don't, I've heard like every little thing. So last year I like snapped my elbow. I tried, so I don't know how long you've been following me for, but I appreciate for every second that you have followed me. I just got Ganger this year, and I was supposed to compete last weekend at this competition.
Okay.
And like literally a week before it, I re-caught my Ganger, and I mainly caught it with like one arm, and I yanked it, and it's almost like I tore it, but not I didn't tear it to where I have to like get surgery or anything. But
Great.
it's a lesson. I got a
Great.
light injury, and because of all my past injuries, I'm taking this one and I'm learning from it. I'm slowing down the recovery process, and I'm only focused on that. But some of them you don't get lucky like this. Like last year when I did my Ganger, I missed the bar. I put my arm out to try and like, I don't know, catch the fall, and I just hyperextended it. I literally lost feeling in the whole lower like part of my arm, and I freaked out. I was actually with my teammates Kyle and Mark, and I just remember being like, oh my God, like my eyes weren't open. I was like, Kyle, is my arm still there? Like I thought it snapped off. I was like, Kyle, just touch my arm. I just need to know it's there. Like,
ouch. That sounds painful.
That one was pretty bad. Last year I did break my hand. That was the most depressing because I literally had a cast on and I couldn't do anything. I was like, that one was.
That must be challenging not to be able to train, knowing that you're some of your other bodies is
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. Some other aspects of your body can still train, but that sucks. That sucks.
And that's one thing you got to be careful of, because with that injury, with my cast on, I'm like, oh, I can still do some stuff, but I kind of ended up overcompensating on the other hand, and I ended up hurting the other hand that wasn't in the cast just from doing one-arm handstands with not enough warm-up or training or anything until I got into it. So yeah, injuries I think are the biggest challenge, because you never know when they're going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
There is always a way to heal them. That's all I will say.
Absolutely. And also a way to prevent them, depending on where you're at in the sport. You practice a lot of freestyle. If you're not practicing freestyle, your injuries may come elsewhere with static holds. It just depends. Just warm up.
Yeah.
Educate yourself and just go for it, and don't give up.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Exactly. And actually, all of my injuries have come from freestyle.
That
damn bar, but it's so worth it.
It is. I still got to get over the fear aspect of it. And I'll get there because it looks so cool to do. I want to be able to dominate that bar and make it mine, and just my body is what I want to do with it.
You got that. And one thing that I think can help you is yoga and meditation. Give yourself even 5 minutes of yoga and 5 minutes of meditation, and you can accomplish anything. Like the mind, you got to control the mind if you want to control the body. You know what
She's dropping gems, guys. Listen to whoever's watching. She's dropping some gems. The mind, it's all a mind game. That's awesome. So what's your favorite exercise? You've been doing it for 2.5 years. What's your favorite exercise? Do freestyle. Do you do any static holds? I saw you do the handstand, but do you do any static holds? I haven't gone too far on your feet. I've been very busy.
Oh yeah, honestly, I'm guilty of not training statics enough. And in this sport, statics are super appreciated because it takes a lot of strength. Don't get me wrong, dynamics, you need strength to swing on the bar as well. It's just totally different. But yes, I am working on statics. Handstands are my favorite. And I'll whip out the statics for the competitions.
Okay. All right. Keeping them in the secret weapon stash.
But I think that
my planche soon.
Yeah. Oh, give me like a. Oh, yeah. Actually, I will, because my teammates just came out with a planche program, and that planche program was created by one of my teammates, Thomas Kurganov, who is the USA World Champion in the sport. And he's got a very clean planche, and he's trained hard, and he's overcome many injuries. And in that program, he explains all of it and how you can overcome those injuries and how you can do rehab and create your own workout programs to get your planche the way you want it. So yes, I will have planche soon, because I have like the greatest support system in the world. And I have the motivation to go with it. So let's go. Challenge accepted.
There you go. That's my journey planche personally right now. So
let's go, bro.
Let's do it.
Jeff Gonzalez with the planche. 2021. Let's go.
Let's do it. Awesome. So you still haven't answered. What is your favorite exercise?
Okay, so by exercise, do you mean like workout exercise, or
Workout
what is
exercise,
my
because depending on your the level of athlete that you're at right now, everybody's different, right? People train basics, statics, freestyle. It just depends on what you're training right now. So by exercise, I mean, what's your favorite training?
Well, since my shoulder is still injured right now and I'm not freestyling, I guess I do yoga. It sounds crazy because before I never would have thought that yoga was a workout, especially coming from weights and like really like aggressive working out. Yoga is more calm and soothing, but it's very toning, and it helps me align my body. It just makes
Absolutely.
me feel good. I feel toned. I feel like I have more control when I go to the bars to do freestyle, because it's body, mind, and soul. And if you have that connected, you could do anything on the bar, but you got to like do the warm up, and that's what yoga is. So I
That's
like
awesome.
yoga the most. But if I'm freestyling, then freestyling is my favorite form of workout,
There you
because you
go.
just go up there and you fly. It's like you
Yeah,
have wings.
yeah.
Like, oh, especially since we're at the beach and the sun is shining and I'm like in my bikini.
You hear the waves hitting the sand. Yeah, I hear
Birds
you.
like flying, like,
Yep, yep.
it's great.
It's a great environment to work out on. That's for sure. And then you got the support of the people there too, supporting you and chanting you on and whatnot. Are amazing. So, what's your least favorite exercise?
I'm so blessed. My least favorite exercise, huh? I mean, honestly, I'm probably just gonna say this because I don't have it yet. It's
Sure.
planche. I don't have it. I see it and I want it, but I don't have it. And I'm like working for it, but I have like a planche tuck. I'm just holding like a tuck. I'm like, how am I supposed to keep my legs out there eventually? Like,
It's
uh,
it's hard.
so least favorite just because I don't have it.
There you go. There you go. Well, planche training is hard. It's hard on the joints, on your wrists, your elbows, and then
Yeah.
a lot of shoulders too. So planche training is really
Mhm.
intense. So whoever's on planche training, I'm sure you probably could sympathize with us that it's not easy. It's not easy, but
Yeah.
it's a lovely, lovely skill that I want to
Yeah.
master. Yeah,
Yeah. And
it's
with
very
that,
impressive too.
patience and hard work.
Absolutely.
Patience. That's it. Because
But
that is not like freestyle. It's all about being fearless.
absolutely,
Anyone could
100%.
like spin and regrab and flip and regrab, but statics takes strength and smart strength. You don't just want to go there and try to whip out a planche. You will hurt yourself. You can
Absolutely.
tear something, you can snap something.
Yep. Yep.
If you have patience and you are motivated and you put in the work, you'll get it in no time.
I'm glad you said patience because
Yeah, the patience. Easier
it's
said
key.
than done, I know. Like, I know. But just have patience and keep working towards it.
There we go.
Well
There we
said.
go. So what does your workout regimen look like now? I know right now you're injured as far as
hmm
freestyling. You won't be able to do much on the bar, but what does it look
hmm
like now? How does it differ from before?
So right now it's a little bit more calm, but I am super glad that I am where I am right now, and I would love to share this with you, because recovery and rehab will help strengthen all of your muscles, whether you are hurt or not. I think everyone should do this. But in the past like week and a half, my workouts have pretty much been a lot of band work.
Okay.
So I'll be taking like a small red band, tying it to a bar, uh, and really doing any form of movement that can like help my shoulder like gain mobility and gain strength. The whole rotator cuff,
Yep.
my
Yep.
shoulder, like my tris, everything. So I'm just
That's
doing band
amazing.
work, whether it's face pulls, lat pulls, adjusting like in and out,
Yeah.
a bunch of band work, and a lot of cardio. So I've been doing runs and sprints, especially because I was getting ready for a competition. I like to whip up my endurance, especially that last week. I'll just do boom sprints and running in the same day, whatever. But yeah, endurance, a lot of endurance training, full
Gotcha.
body squats, jump squats, a lot of core. Want to keep my core tight so that when I do go on the bar, it's still easy for me to spin.
Yeah.
I notice
Yeah.
if I skip core and I try to do a 360, I'll be like a whale, like flying in the air. I'm like, whoa, okay, hold up. Didn't work out yesterday. It shows. Like a little bit of work goes a long way.
Every day a little
Like
bit.
even if it's just 50 sit-ups before bed, you'll feel tighter in the morning. Like even if it's just 5 minutes of yoga for breakfast, you'll feel more clear-headed throughout the day. And if you're clear-headed when you go to train, you won't overthink as much. It's, yeah.
Agreed. I agree. I agree. And I'm glad that you brought up recovery, because that brings me to my next segment. Recovery is really important, and you stressed why. You know, one, it can lead to injuries if you don't recover properly because you're overtraining, and two, you want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward and 100% on not all your trainings, but when you want to give it your 100, you have the capacity to do so.
Exactly.
How many days you rest, and is it active or passive? You mentioned endurance, so endurance usually probably tires you out.
Yeah, so there's different ways to train. And I will say that there's a good segment in the planche program that my teammates came out with, but pretty much I'll just say that I don't give 100% throughout the week. That way I can keep giving a certain percentage throughout the week, every day.
Agreed.
I like to do some form of movement. If I'm having a rest day, I'll still do yoga. There's different forms of yoga. When I say yoga, there's yin yoga. Yin yoga is perfect for like a relaxed day. It's when you literally just hold the positions for so long that it starts to hurt, but you're stretching and you're realigning and you're recentering. And like my workout yogas are different. It's more like chaturanga, like vinyasa flows, like you're moving the whole 30 minutes or an hour or whatever you want to do.
Right.
But yeah, recovery days.
I miss yoga, to be honest. I used to do hot yoga in the city, and pre-COVID times, of course. And
disclaimer.
Yeah, I know. Just because like this guy's crazy. we're at home, you know, in the comfort of our home, so we don't need the mask out here, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do miss yoga. I felt like every time after yoga, I felt limber, I felt relaxed, and I felt like my breathing was way more controlled and my training. Now I'm gonna be guilty as charged. Sometimes I hold my breath when I'm trying to hold that ultimate planche, and that's not great form. Might have that great form for that 1-2 seconds, but if you're not breathing, you're not doing anything. So guilty as charged, and that's probably why I want to get back into yoga. Not you, but someone else as well has been telling me, dude, just do it. Yoga's good. 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Seriously. And then like after that, after doing 5 or 10 minutes for like a week or two, you'll be like, okay, this is easy money. Let's like bring it up to 30 minutes. And here's a cheat system thingy for you. You don't need to go to a yoga class and spend all that money. Go on YouTube, type in 5-minute yoga flow. If you're like waking up in the morning, you're like, man, I just don't feel good today. Like my anxiety is through the roof. Type in 5-minute yoga for anxiety. A flow will pop up and you'll do it and you'll feel so much better. Or if you're like, man, I'm ready to go like do a crazy intense hot yoga. Well, just turn your air off in your house, type in hot yoga on YouTube, and you know, sweat.
Follow along.
It's great.
Absolutely.
I'm all for saving money.
100%. Listen, sometimes we just got to make sure that we get the best bang for our bucks, and sometimes not spending it is the best bang for your buck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I highly encourage you to get back into yoga, and I hope that you do, and I hope that you tag me in your journey.
Will do.
I can cheer you on.
Thank you. Will do. I'll be sure to do that as well.
Heck yeah.
So as we know, recovery is important, but also nutrition.
Yes.
How's your nutrition? Like, how do you follow a specific diet, or tell me a little bit about that?
This is a fun topic. I will be completely real with you on this. I've been real the whole time, so I'm not going to stop now. I'm not a nutritionist.
Okay.
I'm not a nutritionist. I've never counted my calories or my macros or anything like that. But I guess you could say I'm a mindful eater. Okay. I know the things that can benefit me and I know the things that cannot benefit me, but I'm human and I have my cravings, and sometimes I eat really bad snacks and I just go all in and I hate my life the next day. But for the most part, I mean, you want me to tell you what I eat mostly? I love in the morning, I love eggs and veggies. It's my favorite thing. I could eat it every single day throughout the day. Eggs, veggies, and cheese with a bunch of seasoning. Himalayan pink salt so you get your minerals. Turmeric with black pepper so you have your anti-inflammatory properties, and cayenne pepper so you help speed up your metabolism in the morning.
And it tastes good.
Like breakfast to me is the most important. So if you wake up and you put good food into your system first thing in the morning, you're going to have a great day. I also like fruits that are low glycemic.
Okay.
That's like another topic we can get onto, but I won't.
And you said you're not a nutritionist.
I'm not. I've watched. Do you know who Thomas DeLauer is on YouTube?
It rings a bell.
Thomas DeLauer is like one of the leading like keto guys on YouTube.
Okay,
To
maybe
dumb it
that's why.
down a little bit.
I'm not into the keto diet. Maybe that's why I don't know him.
Yeah, but he also says a lot of value like yes, he's the leader in keto, but he gives a lot of valuable information on little things here and there that you could put into your regular diet, whatever that may be.
Right.
Like
right.
if you drink coffee and you want to know some of the benefits of coffee, coffee's great. That stuff like literally like pushes your fat around so it doesn't just stay in one spot, and it can maybe make you look leaner. It just depends. But yeah, coffee in the morning,
I heard it's a
eggs,
great
cheese.
pre-workout too. I heard it's a great pre-workout as opposed to buying the powder stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not into supplements. I don't take pre-workout or anything like that. I'll eat a protein bar, or I'll have like collagen protein here and there. But it's something that I can, like the pre-workout, I don't need. I've tried it and it like gives me jitters and I feel like a crackhead and I'm like, whoa, and I don't feel good after. I'm just like, get me out of my skin, and then I can't even work out because I'm like just twitching. I'm like, oh my god.
One of the reasons why I stopped doing some pre-workout powders is because one time I just went too hard on the planche lean, just because I was so like energetic, and I'm already energetic as it is. I have enough passion for the sport, enough energy as it is. Why am I taking it? I don't know. I just want to go hard, I guess. And I realized going hard is not good, not all the time.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at alternatives. That's why I said coffee may be good. I cut out the whey protein because I have enough food in my body, and I will just in general. I should be able to eat protein just through food, so I should be good with that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying whey protein is bad. I'm just saying that personally, I took that choice, and it's going well. I like to save money.
I'm happy for you.
I like to save money.
I don't know a lot about like the different proteins specifically, but I think that whey, like, it helps you like put on more muscle and stuff like that.
But then again, I've seen these guys on Instagram doing, like all types of calisthenic workout without the whey protein and still getting big. So I think it's just about the hypertrophy as well of the muscle and just creating that tension on the time. And there's different ways, guys. There's different ways to build muscle. Just find out what's your body type. I think that's really important, because others have problems putting on weight, losing weight, and some people just fluctuate so fast that they don't even know how to measure it. So just follow your body type and just work it out, And I love the fact that you said that you were honest. You said you have your times that you eat anything you want, just to fill your cravings. I'm an ice cream guy, so I love ice cream. My cheat days are ice cream. Now I've gotten to the point where I don't have to count my calories and my macros, because now I know more or less what I should be eating. But in the beginning of my journey, I wanted to shred up. So I'm like, you know what? I got to count this. I'm going to go all in. Yeah. So, and now you build better habits. So now I'm like, all right, Jeff, if I eat this, I'm going to have to feel it tomorrow, and I'm going to have to work out a little extra for this. But I want ice cream.
Oh, balance.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mental health is very important.
No judging over here. Eat that ice cream.
I will. What's your favorite junk food? Because you've mentioned you munch out sometimes.
Well, I love froyo.
Oh.
And my roommate actually got me addicted to boba. Boba is like fire. It's only been a year of me having it, and I think I've bought that more than I've bought like ice cream in my life. But boba and froyo for the win.
So now that we know a little bit about your past and how you got started into your journey in calisthenics, tell me what motivates you now.
Oh, let me whip out the list of motivation. So, number one, of course, hands down, my team. I am surrounded by the most inspiring team of individual athletes I have ever met. And I'm not just saying that because they're my teammates. I gravitated toward them because I saw this light in them before I ever even thought. I never even thought I would be on the team. They are my motivation. They're amazing. Not only the team, number two, the community. The community at Venice Beach specifically, you go out there and you feel like you're at home. Like, if you are a kind soul, they will be kind to you. If you are a sour soul, you're probably not welcomed. And but if you're kind and you come to Venice Beach and you join that community, I promise you, you will feel like indestructible. Nice. So that motivates me, because every time I'm out there, it's just a smile on everyone's face, and it's like, okay, let's just carry on with our life. And that's these bars right now. Let's go.
Bars.
Number three, the ladies in this sport motivate me. seeing more and more females come up in the sport.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm competitive. Like, I'm super competitive. I can do the sport for fun, but if I sign up for a competition, I get extremely competitive. And, like, I want to win because I know what I'm capable of. So when I see these badass females, I'm like,
ladies, you know who you are.
oh, bro, let's go. Like, they motivate me to push myself so hard and one day get to their level.
Yeah.
But special shout out to Melanie because she's the best. Melanie Dryson, what's good? I love you. She's an OG. She's one of the best females in the sport, if not the best, in my opinion. Also, she is one of the ladies I've looked up to since the beginning. And she has been by my side for a couple of tricks, whether she knows it or not. She is the one who inspired me to catch my shrimp flip out on the beach bar for the first time. She was there for that. And also, she inspired me to catch my ganger for the first time when I originally caught it a year and a half ago.
Right,
so,
right. You mentioned that.
Super motivating. She is, yes.
That's
and
amazing.
Yeah, and I think the fourth thing that motivates me, I mean, the list can go on.
Absolutely.
But when we're training at Venice Beach and we see, or I see people like walking by but then stopping and watching us, like they're just, sometimes they can just be in awe. And like if they're with kids, I'm like, oh my God, like this is great. Like these kids are just like looking up to us, and sometimes they'll come up and ask us questions. Like when they come up and ask us questions and they try to swing on the bar with us, that's when I get more motivated because they are what helps me see the bigger picture. Like I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing this to grow the sport because it's still kind of new. You know, Absolutely. It's not like it's in the Olympics or anything, but maybe one day it will be, and that would be so dope.
Dude, I am so glad you brought that up because that's part of my mission as well, to bring that to the Olympics. I've been talking with a couple of interviewees already. And from Latin America, Colombia to be specific, and they're like all for it. They've been talking about it. They're trying to get people on board. So I'm loving the fact that you brought this up. It's also something that's being mentioned in the North America. So I'm glad about that. And looks like I'm thinking and I'm heading in the right direction. It looks like
I think so too.
And also the community is heading in the direction. Let alone me, the community. That's what we're here for.
The community is killing it.
Yeah, for sure.
They really are.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, every time it's just solidifying that the community is going to keep on moving forward. And guys, like she said, we're just here for the positive, and the fact that kids are watching, that's amazing. I love that because that's the next generation, and we just want them to be active.
Yeah.
Especially with that nowadays, these things right here take so much time and so much attention from us. I feel like kids don't get that activity anymore. I remember when I was growing up, I was always outside. Now, Xbox, consoles and phones and stuff like that, technology overall is just taking over. So if they can get into it because of us, I'm for it. I'm all for it,
Yeah, I am too. And while we're on the topic of that, it just kind of reminded me and my friends were talking about this yesterday, but when I was growing up, I just had magazines to look at. And growing up, I felt a lot of self-doubt just from looking at magazines that I can control whether I was holding or not, because it's just a piece of paper. Like I don't have to have it in my hands at all times. Whereas now, kids always have those phones. They always have access to them in their pocket 24/7. They can wake up. They could be on their phone literally 24/7, constantly comparing themselves to other people. And that's not what I want. That's the only dilemma with stuff like this is I don't want people to ever compare. I want to motivate and inspire, and that is it. Don't ever compare yourself to me. You can do this too if that's what you want to do. Hell yeah. You just got to start somewhere. You just got to start somewhere. And if this is something that you look at and you feel this fire inside, don't let it get put out by your self-doubt of never getting to that level. Heighten that fuel and know that if you take the first step, you'll take the second and the third and the fourth, and soon enough you'll reach the finish line. And even once you reach the finish line, you'll be like, I'm not done, I'm gonna keep going, because that's all you do. If you have fun, why would you ever stop doing what you love?
I completely agree. When I first started the sport, I was demotivated because I couldn't do a pull-up. It took me about 2 months just to get full-on training, dance, negatives, the whole nine. My back was not my strongest suit. I thought I had a strong back by doing lat downs, but that was nothing. Weight training and body weight training, two different things.
Totally different.
And
functional fitness versus non-functional fitness. But still
That's
fitness and
still
whatever
fitness.
makes your body feel good. Yeah,
I'm not discouraging any type of fitness.
absolutely not.
We just
We've
want
done
to
it
say
all.
our journey is different, and we're just explaining our journey. Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. So
yeah,
I agree with you. Just we got to just start somewhere,
hmm
go at it. And
yeah,
the cool thing I've learned through calisthenics is that at first, yeah, you see these moves, you wanna live up to that and master that. But then you
hmm
start humbling yourself because you know that if you do it too fast or if you skip a step, the injuries are gonna come,
yeah,
and you don't want that.
yeah,
This is gonna be a lifelong sport. It's a lifestyle rather.
yeah.
So just do it safely, guys. Start. If you're somewhere where you feel like you can't, feel free to hit me up, or you can feel free to hit her up via IG, and we can give you some pointers. And I'm not
Definitely.
I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I can tell you what helped me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Are any of us experts at anything? Are any
There
of
you
us
go.
experts at anything? I mean, maybe, but we're all just sharing the things that we have learned from personal experience.
Absolutely. And
It,
what I realized, sorry to cut you off, what I realized is
no,
that
you're good.
our bodies are different. We all have different bodies, and what may
Yeah.
work for somebody may not work for others.
hmm
So this gives me an opportunity to learn from others and also add it to my regimen as far as my workout.
Yeah.
Meditating is something I haven't added, but I'm going to because I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it. I'm like, you know what? It's out there. It's working. Let me try
Yeah.
it. Let me try it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just about silencing your mind and being in the moment and appreciating the vessel that you're in, because without this, like, we couldn't do anything. So why not give yourself a freaking pat on the back? Like, yeah, go you, bro. We
Straight
woke
up
up
those
today, breathing.
shoulders. There you
Okay,
go.
we got this.
There you go. There you go.
Gotta talk to yourself.
That's off those shoulders. That's off those shoulders. Um, so as we know,
Mhm,
and as you know, the
mhm.
calisthenics builds a mind and muscle connection and helps develop that even further as the longer you practice it. You've been in
Yeah.
gymnastics, you had CrossFit, and then you had a period of time where you wasn't doing anything, but then
hmm
you started doing calisthenics because of some frustration that you had, or not handstand, should I say? Sorry, you started doing a handstand.
Yeah,
Do you feel like calisthenics has also um, changed other areas of your life?
it's a very good question. And the answer is 1,000,000% without a doubt, because now I'm not just doing it for fun, and now I'm building a brand with my team, and hopefully in the future we'll be growing this sport more and making a living out of what we love. And yeah, I think it has completely changed my life. I've quit many jobs to be where I am today. I am broke 24/7 to do the things that I love. I don't care. I will, I will, I will do whatever I have to do to make this my life. But right now, yeah, my life has changed because of calisthenics, and I'm super excited to see how far I can go with it. Big things coming with me and the Westcoast Warriors. We have created an online platform. I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but it's www.westcoastwarriors.com. We plan to make this like everyone's go-to portal for all things calisthenics. Like, we'll have blogs up there. Right now we have some swag. We have home workout videos without equipment. We have
Nice.
freestyle tutorials. Now we have
Nice.
our planche program. It's all in
Awesome.
the beginning stages, but it's all there, open for everyone to see. And like I said, I'm super excited to
That
see.
sounds amazing. That sounds
Yeah,
amazing. And I can't wait to get your team on here and hear their story, whether
I'm
as a
so
team or
excited for you to
individually.
talk to them. They
Individually
are
or as a team,
amazing.
it doesn't matter. I just want to get them on here.
Yeah,
They seem cool. They seem cool. They seem really cool.
definitely. I can send many people your way, because I know the community as a whole is trying to grow the sport. So anytime someone like you, Jeff, comes in and wants to, get some words out there, I think that there's no
Definitely.
reason to say no.
Aramis, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
What setbacks have you encountered in your journey with
What
calisthenics? You mentioned that
setbacks?
the injuries. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
a setback. But was there
hmm
anything more of a mental setback for you as
Yeah,
opposed to a
that's
physical?
the mental is the biggest part. The mental is the biggest setback. Um, because you can train as hard as you want and as often as you want
Right.
and feel great, but I don't know, like, if your mind isn't right, then none of it matters. And I would honestly, straight up, I suffer a lot from like mindset. And back to the social media thing, I think it's easy to be fooled. Like, we all suffer from this. I know I'm not the only one. Maybe we don't all, but I know a lot of us suffer from like mental health. And how I was saying, I don't want people to compare and stuff. I do that all the time. It's really hard not to. And I'm trying to take the words that I spit to you, I'm trying to take them and tell myself that. And that's why I speak these words, because it's something I suffer from. But I think that if I say these words, I can at least help other people, and they won't suffer as bad as, or not suffer, but overthink as bad as I do. I overthink a lot. I doubt myself. I could have a really good day. Like every Sunday we sesh at the beach. I could have the greatest day, be so happy and high on life. And then Monday I'm like sad and depressed, and I just stay in my bed all day, and I just kind of am like, well, like, I don't know, like I could have been better. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. And it's something that we should not be thinking. Like, what do you mean you could have done better? Like, you did your best at the time. Who freaking cares? Be grateful that you had that day. Yeah. Be happy that you failed so many times that day, because now you learned so much more and how to make your next training better. It's, yeah, the mindset, this thing will play tricks on you. And it can be really scary.
That's for sure.
You could also flip the switch and talk yourself out of it.
Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your failures. And when you get down, just get right back up and keep on pushing forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed. We all have those days that, you know, we wake up with, you know, no motivation or nothing to just, you know, give it. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I've had those days. You know, it is true. We're all human. Yeah. We're all human.
Yeah. Life is, you know, it's eventful. Sometimes you just want to be like, man, not today.
Exactly. Close the curtains.
I did it yesterday. I don't want to do it today.
Well, thank you, honestly, for sharing so much. I have a few more questions about your future, if you don't mind. I'm not sure what's the time constraint. Awesome. Just being respectful. What are your goals for the future with calisthenics? I know that most of us that get into the sport don't ever want to quit because it's a lifestyle. I'm sure you it's the same. So what's the future like?
Future goals. Okay, so with the team, my team goals is to just grow and continue to be a family and see how far we can fly with what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on setting like a limit on that. So goals are to just continue flying with my team, and a personal goal is to, you know, work on my mindset. That's my biggest struggle. It's my biggest setback, but it could also be like the biggest opportunity. So my goal is to, you know, just work on mindset and yeah. And in the future, I would like to build more confidence to do one-on-ones, because I've been doing these sports and stuff, but I've never had the confidence to ask someone for money for me to teach them what I know. Like, I don't have that confidence. Like, you could be the most skilled person in the world, but that doesn't mean you're a good teacher. And I'll gladly admit that I'm not the best at explaining how to do the certain things I do, because sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know. I think I just go like this, and then
and then you go like that. Yeah, I know.
I think I just like spin and look and all the things.
You get it. You'll get it.
Yeah, future goals is to be able to help more people personally, like one-on-one, not just on the platform, because the platform is great. We can reach people worldwide, but I would love to build those one-on-one connections with people.
Absolutely.
And really, really show them all the things I know.
It sounds like you have a great support system behind you, and I'm sure you will get to that level of comfort where you'll be like, hey, I'm confident in my own skills. I'm confident that I can teach somebody, and let's get this going. I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
At first, I didn't know if this was gonna be, you know, even taking off, and I don't even know if it's still gonna take off. But I'm like, you know what? It's not the point. The point is to get the message out. That's the message. That's it. We're just doing it. Just do it. Oh my God! I just quoted Nike. That's good. That's not good.
Yo, Nike, can he get a sponsor?
Yeah, just do it, guys. Motivation out here, guys.
No, bro, just do it. Street workout, calisthenics.
That's it. Oh man, we're gonna have to. Yeah, one more time. Yeah.
Hey, it's the tricep. Damn,
You're
okay,
awesome.
You got a horseshoe back there. Oh.
I'm trying. That's it might be genetics too, because my dad has some pretty massive triceps. I don't know.
Like, I thank my dad for that one.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
You know You know what will get the triceps? Handstands.
Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Handstands are great.
And these things back here will work on your triceps.
I need those.
They will work
Those
on your
are
triceps.
great for working every little tiny muscle inside that you don't typically use. Yeah.
Right, because the instability factor that the rings add to a workout.
Yeah.
One of the best things I've invested in as far as workout equipment.
Hey, dude, I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, it's gotten my pull-up game stronger. That's the reason why I bought it, because I wanted to get stronger in pull-up. Yeah, and I went from max being 5'6" to now max rep 10, just because of this. Yeah, because I mean, well, on a bar I could do 10.
Awesome.
On these I'm still humbled by 6'7", because of the instability factor and everything.
Yeah,
and also you got to use more core. Yeah, you got to use more core, and it's just a lot. It's a lot of more mind muscle connection, but I like it. We're just building and being stronger people, not just physically, but mentally as well.
Yeah.
What do you think that the community overall or the sport is lacking or can use to better itself?
What do I think the sport is lacking or can use? I mean,
or can improve. I mean, so we might not be lacking anything.
I don't think that we're lacking anything at all. I think that we have everything we need right inside of us. We have each other, we have the community, we have the willpower to keep training.
Yep.
If we were missing anything, it would, I mean, we're trying to reach more people. We're trying to grow the sport. So I guess the only thing we're missing is
more awareness,
more people's attention.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully we do that through this channel.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But honestly, like, I think everyone in this sport is super happy.
Yeah.
Just with the way we are. There's competitions worldwide. It is growing.
It is, especially with. I know it sounds kind of bad, but after COVID hit, the calisthenic network, as far as just the key words, skyrocketed, man, like so much. And I'm like, oh, I know what calisthenics is now. I'm like, I'm sure we all do.
Home workouts.
Yeah,
equipment. Oh, cool. Body weight movement. Yeah.
Primitive movements. I know about those. Yeah. So it's good. But
it's great. This year was a blessing in disguise for a lot of things.
For calisthenics. It was just raising awareness, and overall, the past 2 or 3 years, the calisthenic movement has been going really fast, and the awareness has been going more than before. That's for sure.
I totally agree. And it's so cool to see. And like I said, I've only been in it for like 2.5 years.
You were right on the cusp of it. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I already see how much it's grown just from that. I'm like, wow. I don't know what it was like before me, but I heard many stories and I can see the difference.
Yeah, I've heard stories too. And one thing I want to do is make sure we try to change the stigma behind street workout. Across the world, street is not the most brandable thing to put as an exercise or health in general, right? So I feel like it's just now we have the word calisthenics, so now it's going to be a different medium to use to promote the sport. So I like that we can, but we always got to remember our roots. Street workout, the bars.
We're street workout.
That's it. The bars.
Let them think what they want. That just means welcome on the streets with us.
I love it.
I'm joking. You're welcome only if you're nice. Okay, if you're not nice, you're not welcome. That's just how
we like positive attitudes and positive people here, guys.
Yeah,
this is a positive.
It's a vibe, yo. You can't come in and burn our tribe. It ain't about that life.
I feel you 100%.
Okay, wait. Where are you right now?
I'm in New York.
Oh, you live in New York. Dope. Yep. I knew that. That's why we were talking about New York and like California time.
Yeah. No worries. The Eastern time. Yep. New York. New York. Stand up, New York. Stand up. Let's go. If you feel
let's go.
From LA or the West Coast.
Where are you at?
Florida. Let me know. Let us know in the comments where you watching.
Hey, East Coast to West Coast. Let's go.
That's it. No matter where we're at, I feel like calisthenics is breaking barriers and borders. No matter where you're at, we're human, and it's the master of your body. Just mastering your body. So
it really is.
I agree.
And it's the most. If there's anything anyone takes away from this, is like, yo, if you're trying to have fun, go do calisthenics. Like
100%.
That's it.
I can go 2-3 hours.
You want to have fun, you want to go move, but you don't feel like working out, but you also don't like your body, and you also want some change. Go outside, do a push-up, do a forward roll on the ground. I don't care. Like, do whatever. It's fun, and you're moving, and
you can't do a push-up, do some back crawls.
Pumping.
You know,
What?
like I said, if you can't do some push-ups, do some bear crawls. Just get moving.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
moving.
heck yeah. Start
I
with the
agree.
yoga, you know, stretch, get flexible.
100%. 100%.
No
It's a
thing.
downward dog, right? You know, 100%.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Downward dog to like upward dog, doing that flow a lot, just downward dog to upward dog and back. That
That
will
gives you a
help
lot of,
build.
yeah,
That'll get your
honestly,
shoulders pumped for handstands.
100%. And that can lead over to more mobility, and also maybe
Yeah.
if you eventually want to lead to the planche, it will.
Yes.
You need strong shoulders, guys.
Hollow back handstands, all
Yep.
the things.
Yep. So yoga is very different as far as, because handstands is very flexible, while calisthenics is really strict form in handstand, right? I've seen it. I mean, some of the yogis, I've seen them, they go, woo, like bending
Yeah.
almost. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
wow.
but I mean, calisthenic athletes can do those kinds of handstands.
Absolutely.
Too.
Absolutely.
If they do, yeah, they just need to stretch more.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different aspect.
There's strength, there's flexibility, there's endurance, there's all the things, and combining them is what calisthenics is, you know?
I mean, we got to think about it. Our bodies are a complex machine. It's not just strength and muscle. There's ligaments, there's tendons, there's the nervous system. There's a lot of stuff, you know, and got to just put it all together to make it work. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you could only choose one of the three that I'm going to mention that helped you the most in your calisthenics journey, which would it be? Is it purpose, motivation, or determination? Sorry, run that back. Purpose, motivation, or discipline?
Motivation.
Okay.
Sorry, it was number 2, so I'm flicking you off. I had to put the other options down.
It just happened that way.
Motivation, 100%. Like I said, there was no like goal. I didn't plan on joining this sport. I've just been stumbling upon every opportunity, and these opportunities come from me seeing people fly on the bars and my jaw dropping. I'm like, whoa. Yep, I want to do that. Okay.
Yep.
Motivation, 100%. I thought you were gonna have me choose a person. I was like, no, don't make me do that.
Oh no, because everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different journey. As I've been finding out and telling other people is that we all have the same destination, just a different way of getting there.
Yeah. Wow. Oof.
Little
Some
deep.
sensei shit, yo.
Yes! We did it together. Oh my god, that was so dope.
Same time.
Yo,
Hey,
the vibe. Like it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Yeah. You are so cool. Honestly,
thanks,
I appreciate your
cool
time.
too.
I appreciate your time. It's
Oh, Jeff, thanks for sliding in the DMs. Appreciate you.
Never get that much
some people
positive from
ask
sliding in the
weird
DMs.
No, some people ask really weird questions, and if you want a response, just ask a good question. You'll get a response. And Jeff, you
100%.
asked a really good question. You came at me with a really cool idea, and I'm super happy to be a part of it and help bring this to life. And I can't wait to see where it goes for you. I can't wait for you to talk to my teammates because they're so lit.
I can't wait neither. I can't wait neither. You know, now that we're here, I think I've spoken to one of your teammates. Just because like most of all the questions are pretty much already done, and I was gonna actually have a moment for you to shout yourself out, but we're not done yet.
Okay.
Let me see. His name is Nikki Makes.
Oh, Nikki Makes. Yes, definitely.
I spoke to him.
Did he respond to you?
He sure did, and he was like, he's down for it, man. And like, the moment you said Westcoast Warriors, and I'm like, yeah, wait, that rings a bell. I didn't want to just intervene. You know, I wanted to let you get through everything, and I'm like, wait, let me bring this up at the end. I'm glad I still remembered. So I'm waiting for him. So if you're watching this,
I'll call him right now if you want me to.
Oh, we're about to get a live call. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Put him on the FaceTime. Your turn. That's funny.
Let him know that hopefully you had a great experience and a great time doing this. I sure did. I love hearing people's story. And like I said, I've been doing this already. What, number 19th already? They're not up yet, but I'm like I said, the community has responded, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I love it.
And the fact that I got my first female athlete on my channel is the best thing in the world.
This is so cool. There's a lot of firsts in this sport. I like it.
Yeah. I talked to my sister, and I'm like, I need to get a female athlete on my channel ASAP because they inspire me just like any other athlete I've seen out there. They're doing amazing things, and I'm like, yo, I need to get them on here. I want to show them all.
You should get Melanie on here. Melanie Dreisen.
I've hit up almost everybody, and I haven't hit you up. I'm sorry if I haven't. Melanie, I'm sorry. I literally just put calisthenic hashtag and street workout hashtag, and I just keep on going down DMs. If I see you doing the handstand, and I'll put you soon, I'm doing it. I'm hitting you up, like, cause I feel like somebody should have a platform where they can share the story.
I agree, and I love it. And I would love, like I said, I would love to help you out any way I can. So if there are certain athletes you're trying to reach, I don't think I know everyone by any means, and I don't think any, like, I'm not saying everyone knows me.
Right,
but
right.
if I know any of them, hell yeah, I'll put in the good word. Like, yo,
Yeah.
talk to Jeff. He's cool people, and he's growing something dope.
Yeah,
He's
I appreciate
cooking up
that.
the sauce in the kitchen.
There you go. Got the chef in the kitchen out here, Chef Jeff.
Yes. Yes.
So,
but I'll have to talk to Nikki because Nikki will, yeah, he'll do it in a heartbeat.
yeah, he told me he was down.
Also
He told me he was
amazing.
down.
Special shout out to him. He's like my brother.
Oh,
They're
man.
all my brothers.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Westcoast Warriors, well, I shouldn't say that actually. They are
It's
all
a family. It's a family.
Yeah, we're
It's
all
a family.
family, and Nikki has been amazing. Like I say, Mark and Kyle are my best friends. They really all are. I am super close with Nikki too, just because we live close and we're like the same age and we've been through a lot and we understand. And yeah.
Got a lot of things in common. Yeah.
I love you guys.
A lot of love out here, guys. A lot of love.
Yeah.
This is what this community is all about. Love, positivity, and just bettering oneself and anyone around you. Would you agree?
Exactly. Amen.
There you go. Well, this has been amazing time with you. Thank you so much again. How about you let us know where we can follow you? What projects you got going on? Just let us know. Let us know.
Oh my God. Thanks, Jeff. Okay. So yes, Instagram and TikTok, I am at Aramis Wanders. We have a YouTube, Westcoast Warriors. You should check that out. That's the team YouTube, so you'll find a lot of dope behind the scenes stuff on there. Same with our team account, Westcoast Warriors with a Z and an underscore. If you're looking for calisthenics tips, workouts, that's also going to be on our Instagram. We have a bunch of tips, so if you can't get your handstand press or you're working on your Hefesto or ouch, you hurt your shoulder in your planche leans, well, there's probably a tip in there that can help you. So yeah, like those are the two team accounts. Also the TikTok team account, same thing, Westcoast Warriors. And behind the scene projects that we're working on. Besides the program that we have out now, we have out the planche program, but we're also coming out with many more programs, and it's super exciting. So maybe you'll see, a freestyle one coming soon. Maybe you'll see a handstand program coming soon.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
That's with the team stuff, and with me personally.
Yeah.
And with me personally, I am I'm actually in the works of creating my own CBD company. Back to recovery. I'm super into. I'm saying this because it's legal in California. I'm super into cannabis. Super into cannabis. For many reasons, and I'm super nerdy about the plant. I like knowing how to break it down and what does what. And with that love, I found hemp, which is legal in all 50 states, and I am creating a hemp CBD product, specifically, for my friends, family, my teammates, to help recover and live life as we should.
I've looked at just CBD because CBD has so much medicinal property, so I'm glad that you brought this up on my channel. Cannabis is part of my life as well. New York hopefully will get their things aligned and straight when the stars align, but we'll see what happens. And CBD, that's amazing because it's great for recovery, and I feel like for calisthenic athletes it would be great, especially for our joints, our ligaments. My wrists be on fire. Luckily I do a lot more stretching and mobility work for my wrists now and wrist guards, but planche training is still planche training, and I feel like maybe that might be helpful. So please let me know when that's up and out.
Absolutely.
So I'll be sure to purchase something.
I will definitely keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on that.
Absolutely.
It's going to be called Agrios, which means wild in Greek, because I'm Greek and I think that we're all a little wild. So
look at that.
Agrios.
She's Greek.
Let's go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I had a blast right now. I'm getting to know you better.
We just went in on this.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
Can we do a pump because this is kind of like the
Damn, I just went from like this to like push it back.
Well, we can always redo. This is all edited. There you go.
Wait, we got to do like the wave. Yeah.
Wait. I don't know. When we're pumping wave,
Oh, okay, wait. You gotta like bring it to me, maybe. Hold up. Wait. I don't know if I did it right. I brought it back.
There you go. There you go. And
Well, I
guys,
love this. This
that
was
was
fun.
live. That was awesome. This is like really. I had a good
Yeah,
time.
I was not prepared for this interview. Everything was real, raw, and whatever rolled off my tongue.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed.
No, I definitely.
And I hope to see more of you out on the bars. Let's go.
Let's go. If you need motivation, be sure to hit us up. All right.
Mhm.
No matter what, we're motivating, and we know what it is to wake up with those days without motivation.
Yeah.
We all been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
never let those days bring you down, though.
It's
Just
what you
know
do
that if
those
you're
days that
feeling
count.
low,
if
you're feeling low, the only place to go is up. You know.
Absolutely. It's what you do with those days that count, in my opinion. Because we all have the good days, and we all go after the good days, but the bad days is where the work counts.
Yeah, I 100% will back up that statement without a doubt.
Well, guys, this has been another interview at the Calisthenic Hub. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this with anyone who wants to start calisthenics, who needs motivation, or just share it with a friend and a family member. Why not?
Yeah.
Grow this channel. Let them know that calisthenics is positive.
Yeah, and anyone can do it. If you
Anyone,
want.
no matter what age, no matter where
want.
you're at in life. If you want, of course. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. And if you're not, then more power to you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all positive. All positive vibes out here. Just don't come with that negativity around this community.
Yeah, no. I mean, they could try, but they won't be welcome. So
I don't think so. Yeah. Well, thank you again. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I'm glad we talked, and I will
Likewise.
definitely